When I awoke, or yes, awoken from the slumber of being doctrinized and having belief system that wasn't in alignment with who is it that I am authentically called to be in this time, I came upon a lot of rejection, opposition, being marginalized, demonized. And I know most of you chosen can attest to this because you have gone through a lot of these experiences. For some of you, it might have also to include, but not limited to, family members, acquaintances, co workers, supervisors, lovers, yes, that you totally had was to move away from, or they move away from you. Some of these people might are pretending as if that they have sought them, they had respect for you, and they'll have love for you, which is not really so. At the end of the day, when you see everything is being unfold, you come to the realization that these true in truth and in fact these people were very much false pretenders, and very much, you know not not who is it that you really thought they were. Some of you, it could be even of your neighbors who just all of a sudden, turn their back on you and totally despising you. You see, my beautiful chosen ones, your authenticity disrupt their demons. Yeah. And this is what we need to understand and overstand deeply, that your authenticity disrupt their demons. What do you mean by that, Elisa? What I mean is that you make them so uncomfortable because of who you are, because now that you have come into the realization of who you are, you know yourself, you know you're chosen, you know that you're called for this particular time and space that we're in right now. And you start to walk in that, and you start to speak in that. Your belief system has changed, and you're embracing a new philosophy, a new paradigm, which is very much, you know, in alignment with whom you are. You start dressing differently, you start speaking differently, and this makes them uncomfortable. It makes them so uncomfortable that when you do walk into a room, you can feel the tension. You can feel the unease in the room because you are disrupting them. You're disrupting them with your energy. You see, your energy is like water and oil trying to mix together. And you might find that some relationship might come to an end, whether it might be family, whether it might be relationship, intimate relationship. Might be you just have to uproot yourself from a from a city, from a town, yeah? And you might have thought that, given now that you are very much concretized in who is it that you're now owning your truth, you would have thought that now you would have really been gravitating, you would have been gravitating at this point to your tribe, and your tribe is being magnetized and gravitated to you. But you still seeing a trickle of persons who I've talked about this many times. That's my alarm. I've spoken about this many times. I think I've given even an example of, just going to a restaurant and people just don't like you because, you see, these devils know who you are. These devils and entities and energies that are operating within these persons know who you are, and it's making them uncomfortable. It's really making them not being able to operate normally when they are around you. You will find that persons, you will go to some persons and you're speaking to them, and persons who you really had good relationship with, and they can't even look you in the eye. That's how uncomfortable they are. And that's how powerful your energy is. Yeah. So we're gonna be diving into this energy, and we're gonna see how, the messages that comes out, and to see how it correlates with what is it that I'm tapping into energetically. Yeah. My name is Alicia. If it's your first time here, welcome to this beautiful family. For my OGs, you don't know, welcome, 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 welcome forward. I really do appreciate love each and every single one of you. Thank you for making this your space and for clicking on this video. It's definitely not taken for granted, and I appreciate love your presence here. So let us dive together and talk about this thing a little bit more deeper. Yeah, let us get the cards and let us just invoke our spiritual team and ancestors, to impart their knowledge and win and their knowledge and inner understanding and wisdom unto us. Yeah, so let's dive into the cards and dive deeply in this message of you disrupting your energy, you disrupting that negative frequency. They might be feeling as if that they are disrupting you, but in truth and in fact, you are the one that are making these entities very much uncomfortable. We have the Ace of Pentacles coming out, and with the Ace of Pentacles, to me, as it relates to this reading, is an energy of standing in your truth, is an energy of standing, knowing who you are. We have the Moon coming out in the reverse. The moon comes to enlighten the darkness, so there is some sort of a shadow period going on here as well. So let's get the rest of the cards. We have the Knight of Swords, very militantly moving forward, and rightfully so, because you're walking in your truth, you're talking in your truth. You don't really care about person's opinion anymore. You could care less of what people think about you or say about you, because now you have gone through so much with in life, with this sort of an experience. Now that you have taken onto yourself this sort of an energy of balance and of connectivity to source, you are now just saying it is what it is. We have the Knight of Rods coming out with the Ace of Cups as well. Let's get the other cards. We have the Fool. We have the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords. A lot of swords coming out. A lot of militancy I'm seeing here. I'm picking up. The Tower is here as well. Oops, too many cards. And the last card is Sword again. Look at this, the Page of Swords. You have the Knight of Swords, the Page of Swords, the King of Swords coming out. Listen, you don't give 2 cents as to what people want to think or say about you. You know the spirit that you are now working with, the spirit that you have within you. You're now connecting with source and have been connecting with source. They demonize you because they say that they're saying that you're doing things that is totally outside of the normal way of life. They might be seeing you're dressing differently. You're lighting your candles, you're burning your sage, you're doing all these things. You're talking about taking spiritual baths, and you're talking about putting intentions, positive intentions when the full moon, talking about moons and all these things. You're really throwing them off them rockers. You're really disturbing them. And they are now very much in an energy of somewhat being very much, I don't want to say afraid, but they are very timid. They're very much, they're drawing themselves away from you, or has been drawing themselves away from you. Look at this. We have the Knight of Cups coming in to clarify the Ace of Pentacles of moving forward. Whenever I see the Knight of Cups, majority of the time, my focus is really on the cup. And her focus, the image is really on the cup. What is in your cup? What is in your vessel? what is in your vessel is an energy that really go against those who are against you. You see, what you have poured in your vessel, in your cup, is love, joy, peace, happiness, balance, pureness, truth. And these persons, whether it may be family, friend, lover, acquaintances, co-workers, supervisors, neighbors, whoever they be, this energy, this spirit that you're now walking with, your spiritual team and your ancestors that they are walking with, it very much not in alignment with your energy, and they know that. As a matter of fact, it's not them themselves know that, it is the spirit that they have within their vessel is now identifying you as a threat. You are a threat, beloved. You are a threat, chosen. We have the moon here in reverse. Why is the moon here for my beautiful chosen as it relates to this reading in reverse? And just by looking, the moon is in reverse. There is some kind of a cloudy area, something kind of not open or not bright or not illuminated for us, for you to see or others to see. The world coming out to clarify the moon in reverse. And what spirit is telling me is that do not expect the world to embrace you. Do not expect the majority of the masses of the people to understand you. And this is their energy with the moon in reverse. Because you see, you have them a bit confused, you have them bewildered, you have them curious as well, and they're not really knowing what they are now aware of, persons calling themselves chosen, and they're persons who are dabbling into the spiritual, they're calling this the dark spiritual realm, and they're not too sure why is it that you, of all the persons, you might be dealing with a family member, you usually go to church, you usually do be at Sunday school and Sabbath lessons, and all of a sudden you are taking this new age sort of a religion, so to speak, for want of a better word, new age way of life, yeah. And you're now doing this, you're dressing different, you're talking different, you're eating different, you're drinking different, and you're now being told by spirit that, listen, don't expect these people to understand and overstand you, yeah. Create your own world, create your own reality within this reality. Be in the world but not of it. And this is going to continue to confuse the demons that is within these people. I know demon is a very strong word, but it is what it is. We have the Knight of Sword moving forward, yeah. So we have the King of Cups coming in, moving forward, knowing that you know exactly what is in your cup. You know exactly what is in your vessel, and you know exactly what is in those other persons who have marginalized you and demonized you and push you on the street side and push you, in corners they don't even want to see nor hear you. Some of the time when you start to speak, it's as if when you look at their face, you can see that the demon inside of them is very perturbed. So with the Knight of Swords coming out, the energy that is, let's look at this. Five of Pentacles. Can they get any more uncomfortable? Can they get any more uncomfortable? They are so uncomfortable with your decision, with you taking control of your life, with you taking control of what is it that you believe in shedding the heavy weight and moving forward. You see, this is what you done. This is what you have moved out from this energy from these people. And they don't really, it doesn't really sit well with them, you see, because you see, misery likes company, and they like to be like sheep to the slaughter. And because you have taken a different road, a different route, they're saying that you have gone crazy. You have gone crazy. They're turning up their nose at you. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is an energy, but I'm getting a very, very, very firm energy, an energy that is unmovable, an energy that is unshakable. This is a juncture you have reached now in your life existence, going through all this experience as a chosen, yeah. This is where you now are. This is where now you're so strong in who you are that your light is now being shone. Yeah. Now we have the Four of Cups coming in to clarify this strength, this Ace of Cups. The Four of Cups is their energy. The Four of Cups is they're seeing that they're now seeing that you're now moving into areas where your sun is now shining, and the shining of the sun is the energies of prosperity, of the energy of life, the energy. Listen, what just come to me, is like they're saying to themselves, like, then how is it that this she's of or he is of this new age belief and they're still prospering? Duh. Because you see, you're no longer of, gravitating, or you're no longer of the belief system of whatever it is that they had created. You see, you no longer of those reptilian kind of a creative belief system. You heard me right. Reptilian creative system. The Dorgans kind of creative system. You're not into that anymore. You see. So you're finding your own way, and you're having that connection, that direct connection, cutting out all middleman to source. We have the Knight of Rods here, and with the Knight of Rods we have the Knight of Sword and the Knight of Rods. So listen, you're totally equipped in moving forward. We have the Queen of Wands here. The Queen of Wands is very sure of self. It's very comfortable. She's not she's not clad in royal clothing, and she's not clad with a lot of jewelry and all these things. She's just simple, holding a sunflower. That's the energy I got from the Ace of Cups with the sun, of you being able to burn through and purge through these negative dark energies, these demons that are in others that have gone against you. And what Spirit is telling me is that to count it all joy, as they said, count it joy that these people had really turned their back to you. Because you see, listen, the time is going to come where they're going to need you. They're going to come back to you full circle. And you're going to come back here. You're going to tell me, yes, Alicia, you were right. The Queen of Wands is very simplistic. Yeah. Very prosperous, flourishing, abundance, very firm. And what I'm getting from the Queen of Wands, there is a level of being unestimated. Like, they never thought that they are still, for some of you might think that you're walking and talking as if you're royalty, and they don't see, look at him, look at her, don't even have on a good pair of shoes. But you see, they're looking at the physical aspect of your existence. You know with what is in your vessel, that you know who you are spiritually. You are royalty, you're peculiar, you're chosen. And so you walk in that whether or not you are wearing rags. You fix it up, you adorn it, you wash it, you make sure it look good and smell clean, and you're on your way sitting on your throne with the Queen of Wands. That black cat there is a representation of Spirit is always with you. Coming in to clarify the Knight of Rods. Move forward movement, forward ever, backward never. We have the Fool here, yeah, and with the Fool coming in, as I said before, there you are taking some chance. You have taken, listen, some of you people, some of you chosen, listen, some of you get kicked out of your house. Some of you the relationship break up. Some of you is very much not in a communication with some of your family members. Some of you lost job, lost income because of what is it that you've taken on yourself, because of your connection, because of the connection with your spiritual team, with the Most High, Divine Mother and Father. You see, you have a cosmic family, and you have taken the risk to move away from this energy, from these persons who are or portraying some sort of a negative demonic energy. The respect that they had for you gone through the door, the love that they had for you gone through the door, because of what is it now that you are now embracing, which is all your organic self, your authentic self. You're tapping into your Akashic record. You're now having dreams of past life experiences, of who you are and what you usually do. Some of you were warriors having your swords. So you're taking a risk with the Fool here. You're taking a risk. And some of you might have a little doubt in your mind and say, this is what I'm standing for. Is it solid? Yes, it is a solid rock you're standing on. Once you're standing on in your truth, it is solid. You can't go wrong when you're standing in your truth. You can't go wrong. I know I get a little bit loud. I know. Sometimes I say, Alisa, you just need, when I watch, sometimes I don't really like to watch my videos them over, yeah? I don't like to, but now and then, my son might be watching it and I hear it and whatever, and I say, Alisa, you need to calm down, calm down, calm down. But you guys who are my OGs, it is the passion that is within inside. And when Spirit is giving me these messages, I can't whisper them. I can't. I have to shout them. I have to shout them. So the Fool is here. Let's get a card for the Fool. Thank you, spiritual team. Most High Divine. Listen. You have to walk away from, what did I tell you? The Three of Swords. Some of you had was to walk away from some relationship. You had was to make this sort of a sacrifice. It wasn't easy. It wasn't an easy thing for you to walk away and to allow people to walk away. It was heart-wrenching. It was just like stabbing in your heart. You see, a lot of swords is here. A lot of wind energy is here. You have the Wands here. So it was the Three of Swords coming in to clarify the Fool. The Fool is taking a chance on self, taking that sort of a risk, yeah? Seeing what is in front of you and making up your mind to say, listen, it's either a sink or swim, yeah? I am willing to make the necessary sacrifice for myself, for my lineage. Some of you did not take that sort, the Kucharachi shot. And some of your family member from 20, wait, what year was it? What year was it? From 2020, they have been, them demonize you and push you aside. No, some of them coming back around to say, you look like, it looked like Derek was right, Sophia looked like she was really up to, really connecting. To hell, because listen, they weren't for you initially. So what you think? Why you think they're gonna change? They're gonna overnight change for you right now. Listen, we have not experienced that. That I'm fear mongering, but some shit going to hit the fan. Yeah, and you have gone through experiences with these demonic entities that has fortified you for the time at hand. And this is the strong, very much resolute energy that I'm picking up with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you have been doing a long length fasting, 21-day fasting, how much day fasting. If anything should happen to your resources as it relates to your food, you can survive. Let's move right along with the King of Swords. You see how many swords here? The swords come to cut through all the negative, demonic, devilish energies. And this is what makes them uncomfortable, because your words cut like a knife. Your energy and your aura itself cut like a sword, and remind them and keep reminding them of who they ought to be. They see that you're prospering, or moving into that area of being very much prosperous. You've created your own world. You start buying up your little crystals, and you're doing your thing, and you're eating differently and trying to do your little thing with the little much that you have. You're on the right track, my beloved. You're on a solid, firm foundation. If you're not seeing it now, you will see. The King of Swords here, moving forward. Moving forward. The Knight of Swords, the King of Swords. We have Lovers in reverse. There's two energy I'm getting from this Lovers in reverse. First one is, as I said, you had was to leave people that you once loved, or they remove themselves from your life. And the next energy I'm getting is that the abundance that you're coming into is going to be looked at as if that you're working some demonic energy, they're going to be saying that you must be doing some witchcraft, or you must be doing some sort of a new age sort of a spiritual work for you to come into this sort of abundance that you will be coming in with the Ace of Cups, don't forget, and the Ace of Pentacles. This represents abundance as well. If you look at the Lovers card, you have two persons standing in front of Angel Michael. Yeah, I think it's Michael. Correct me in the comment if I'm wrong. And one of them, they're naked. Yeah, I'm picking up that these persons, these two lovers, they're going to make some sort of a report. But what really stand out to me more than anything else as it relates to this reading and this Lovers card is that one person is standing next to a tree that is bearing fruits, and the next one is standing against a tree that is totally dried up. And this is why I'm getting two vibration from this card right now. If you can see, you will be coming into abundance. You see, you have gone through your time of dry up tree. You see, they were stifling your root so that you could not bear your fruit. Word for today. They were stifling your root so that you could not bear any fruit. And now it has been reversed. You have made the necessary sacrifice to move away with whatever it is that you had in your vessel, your pureness, your honesty, your connectivity to source. Some of you leave with just the shirt on your back. The tower is now fallen, and rightfully so. Okay. Where did that go? Listen, man. Knight of Wands. It's a pair more. Let me show you. You have the King of Cups moving forward very diligently, careful with what is in your vessel, protecting the substance, the spiritual substance that is within you. You have the Knight of Swords, yeah. You have the listen. You have the King of Swords. You have the Knight of Rods, the Page of Swords. Moving forward. The Knight of Wands to me is an energy. The tower is now falling. You have the tower coming in. It's an energy of an attack energy. It's like an energy of attack. You see how that horse is just high in the air, and it's just an attack. It's like what I'm getting. The last video that I did was your ancestors is now in war mode. Listen. Go back and watch it if you didn't. But listen, for there to be any change, yeah, there has to be chaos. Let me just put it this way. There's usually chaos before there is a change. Yeah, there's time of turmoil, time of lack, time of being despondent, time of being uncomfortable, time of just total chaos. For a certain tower to fall down, there has to be flames, there has to be smoke, there has to be a level of destruction. And I'm picking up where your spiritual team is moving in swiftly, because you have a lot of swords here. There is a battle. And you have gone through this battle with these people in your life. Now you're being fortified for a time like this. Don't underestimate your strength. You have gone a lot of strength, yeah? And you're going to see when this shit hit this fan of life that we're in this time of dispensation, you're going to realize the inner strength that is within you. Because these persons have brought you through some experiences that was totally unfair, but at the end of the day, the flip side of that, it was all for your good. It was all for your good. It was to fortify you. It was to make you stand in the energy of your Ace of Cups and your Ace of Pentacles. Despite the sacrifices that you had was to make. You see, you're moving forward. How you're moving forward, you don't know, you're making the devil and the demons them very much uncomfortable and antsy and confused with the moon being in reverse, because you are now in a total different world. To me, there is two existence happening here right now at the same time. You have some people who have fear and dismay, and you have some people who is in bliss and balance. The birds, confirmation. The Page of Swords. Let's clarify the Page of Swords, my beautiful chosen ones. I love you all so much. 2 cards. Listen, the Empress. Don't play with the Most High Divine Mother and Father, sister and brother. Don't play with your spiritual team and the ancestors, your angels, and your spiritual team and guides. They don't play. They don't play, and they don't play about you. So you're sitting in your energy of your empress to come to come to clarify the page of swords. And with the empress coming in and coming in to clarify the page of swords, what spirit is dropping into me. I have a next card here. We're going to look at it. What spirit is telling me right now, yeah, is that they're coming in to protect the empress. What is, because what is in you, it is creativity. It is positivity. It is birthing of, it is life. That is what is in you. You're equipped with a lot of gifts and talents that you're going to be able to show people, to help people, to impart these things to people. And you are highly guarded and protected. You see, these people who have gone ahead and know very much uncomfortable when you are around them, who have pushed you aside and put you in a little box, yeah, they're now gonna come in to see in truth and in fact, he or she, whether you're male or female, is royalty for true, What a backside. All this time, they thought you were a little peasant. And they treat you as such. They laugh at you, they scorn you, then talk say you're crazy. Then talk with them each other that you're doing this, you're doing that, even when you have not done nor said anything. But now come to realize that the tower has fallen and your fruits now are being ripened and you're sitting in your empress energy. They can't stop you, and they're feeling a bit stupid. The next card we have here is the Three of Pentacles. And with the Three of Pentacles coming in, what I'm hearing is you coming in with spirit working with you. The spirit, the mother, the father, and and your spiritual team, the three of them coming in to support you and to help you. I'm hearing that I've never left you nor forsake you. They're always there with you. And sometime in your darkest time, when people remove themselves from you, or you see that you have to make a sacrifice and remove yourself from people, places and things, and you're alone, and you don't have no friends, and you don't have nobody to really lean on and to talk to, and you feel very much isolated, they are always with you. And this is going to come full circle when you're going to be looking back on these experiences as it relates to these persons who are now uncomfortable because of what is it that is in your vessel. They're now going to see where in which they were always in the wrong. Let's get a final card for this reading. Beautiful chosen one, listen. Do not allow anyone to stifle your root. Make the sacrifice, the necessary sacrifice, and stand on a firm foundation. If you're in the dark, the Most High will be a light unto your path and a lamp unto your feet. You will find your way. Because once you're operating in your organic, truthful self, you cannot fail. Will not fail. Let's get a final card. And then we close out, hopefully, because if it's a card that I have to clarify, we're just going to clarify it. Listen, this is an energy of two persons moving away with only the shirt on their backs. This is the energy that some of you had experienced. Some of you took a bus, took a train, took a plane, and don't know where the hell you're going. because you had was to move away from these devils. And some of you, as I said earlier in the reading, that you had was to leave with just the shirt on your back. Just know that you are where you are because this is what is was ordained. You signed a contract before you came in here, and you were shown that you would have gone through these experiences with these karmic people, and you are saying, you know what, I can do it. I can do it because I know who I am. But at that time, you knew who you were. But with all of this injection and immunization that they give people, and the food that we eating, and all these things, and so, social economical situation, you totally, they're pushing you into schooling before you know who you really are. One of the things that they do when you go to school, the first thing them ask you, what you want to be when you grow up. What I want to be when I grow up. What teachers should be asking children is, who are you? Who are you, sweetie? And that child might say, I'm Superman, or I'm a chef, or because you see, them they ask you who you wanna be when you grow up, when you already come in with your contract, with your blueprint. And because of this, all of this that is happening, that had happened in your life, with the social economical system, with religion, with how they now pushing sort of all kind of foods on us now to eat, and the immunization, the medical industry, and all of these things play a role in you not knowing who you are, because you see, you knew who you are when you decided to come in here. But now that the time has changed and the contract is now flipped, and their time is up, and the sun is now injecting corona injections into the atmosphere, and Mama Earth is upgrading, you have to upgrade, and you're upgrading, and you're tapping back into who you are. And this is why you take onto you this sort of belief system, and identifying yourself as a chosen. And because of this, people are very much uncomfortable and are treated you really bad, just like how them treat Yeshua. So you're called to see the spiritual messages in all that has happened to you, or is happening to you physically. So as for you to be able to rest assured that am standing on a solid rock. Yeah? Everywhere else a sinking sand, everywhere else a sink. It a sink. Yeah? They're holding on to their life. But at the end of the day, don't let nobody hold on to your roots. Yeah? Because your roots is that part of you that is going to allow you to bear beautiful, bountiful fruits. Yeah? So if you're going through your life experience, and all of a sudden, even people that you don't know, they are turning their nose upon you, they're shunning you, they don't like, they're just don't, expressing an energy of distaste of you, smile. Give the Most High Divine Mother and Father, sister and brother, your ancestors and spiritual team and angels, thanks for choosing me. Thanks. It's all good. It's all good. They say the race is not for the swift nor for the strong, but for them who endure it to the end. And listen, you will endure to the end. I love you all so much. If this really touch a chord in you, Let me know, because you see, when you exchange your life experience, it helps others to come into the realization that they are not alone. Yes, so you're playing your part on this beautiful platform. I thank you so much for being here. Until next time, take good care of your physical and spiritual self, and walk good, and tell those are for you howdy. Bye.